welcome back to Girls Overheard.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Let's do a wee refresher because we've had a lot of new listeners since the show.
We sure had. This is the main episode.
This is our main Monday episode. We've also got an episode on a Wednesday called Confession Sessions. That is our little secret one. It's full of all the stories. All the gossip. Yeah. It's kind of like the if we tell you this, don't tell anyone type pod. That's the secret one.
Yes.
If you want to sign up for that, then we'll leave a little link below and just click it and you'll get a new episode every single Wednesday, a full episode.
Mm-hmm. And there's two ways to listen. You can either do it on Patreon or you can do it on Supercast.
Yes.
Both are basically the same, but it's up to you how you want to listen.
And they connect to your Spotify. If you like listening on Spotify or Apple, then you can just sign up through them, get it all onto your Spotify or your Apple.
And watch it on video form.
Yes.
That's the best part. You get to see our faces. Sometimes I feel like the chat only makes sense when you watch it on video.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
It's a whole different level to it.
Yeah.
Whole different level. This episode's also on YouTube. We'll leave a link for that. You can go and watch that.
And that's all the admin done for the day.
That's our admin.
That's it.
Go and follow us on TikTok.
What
follow us on
did everyone think about our wee recent spoof that we did? I feel like this is our USP. Do you agree?
Is it that we
It's
just
like
we like a wee comedy.
we like a wee comedy one. We like to do a little what do we call it? A parody.
we like
I like a
we like to
parody.
take it too far every single
did,
time.
yeah.
So basically, what happened was the guy in Mac, Taylor, gave us the idea of dressing up as each other. We went full Freaky Friday.
Great song.
And we just did the music video. Chris Brown took us off TikTok though. He didn't
Great.
like it. He gave us
Thanks,
about
Chris.
10 minutes and then the sound got removed, which is really annoying.
Why though? It wasn't even his lyrics. That's so annoying.
I know.
we just try to get you back in the charts, Chris.
I know.
Don't hate us because you hate
Imagine he'd seen it though.
us. That'd be amazing.
Imagine he saw it and he went,
Oh,
oh no.
little Dickie. Fuck you. That's so mean. He's like, oh, Chris Brown seen it. He was also part of it.
Yeah, it was his song.
I woke up and I'm Little Dickie.
How did that even come about? Because I feel like after that he disappeared, didn't he?
Who was Lil
Nobody'd ever
Dicky?
heard of him. And now he's disappeared again. But it's the fact that he then got a song with Chris Brown. Go,
Yeah,
Lil
but
Dicky.
Who was he? Do you think they were pals before?
Maybe.
Like childhood friends, and like maybe Chris's mum was like, listen, maybe you should just do something.
I've been speaking to his mum, who's basically your auntie, but she's not actually your auntie. We're just really good pals.
Yeah.
And she was saying he's not doing as well.
Aye.
Go do us a favour and just give him a shout out.
Oh,
He's
just do
needing
it.
a wee lift.
Go on, just do it with him. Chris Brown's like, hi. Hi. Right, we'll just do a song, they shake hands and then that's it.
That's it.
It's a good song though.
Oh, it's brilliant.
It's a good song.
But you have to watch because you sing the lyrics out, you're listening in your head, and I have quite a few times sang, I've got a vagina. Kendall Jenner, I got a vagina.
I'm going to explore that right now.
Why did you go cross-eyed there?
So catchy.
It's weird.
I just love that. I'll put Ed Sheeran as well in that song.
Yeah.
Imagine like, we want you to be in a song with Chris Brown, and he must have been like, yes, come
made
on.
it.
And then he has to say, it's way less cool than being Chris Brown was.
I'm DJ
so-
Khaled.
Why am I yelling? Basically, we're now singing the full
Yeah, we
song.
are. Sorry.
Sorry.
Go and see it on Instagram if you've not seen it. It'll be like a week old by now, but go and see it. Laurie, we missed you last night. We had a wee
Did
night.
you have fun?
We did. It was actually really good, wasn't it?
It was very good.
We went to
was it?
see George the Medium, who the OGs will remember. We did an episode with him. That was a year and a half ago. Do you
That
know
was-
that?
So long ago.
Spooky.
Aha. A year and a half ago, George came in and done a full episode with us. If you want to go and look it up, it's called You Can't Predict That.
Is it actually called that?
It's a long episode. It was an hour long.
Jesus.
And he told us all the stories of like him finding out he was a medium
Yep.
and like how he got into it and all his like best stories and stuff. But last night we went to his live floor show.
Right,
Yeah.
so did
Didn't we?
you get
We
read?
never got selected, but what I have to say is, see, because it was like a local kind of like town type of show,
Uh-huh.
you looked around and it was like
You knew
the
everyone?
extras from your life, right? Am I lying?
Oh my God,
So I
yes.
was looking going, that lady works in Matalan. She used to come in the pub that I used to work in.
My neighbour was
She's
there.
my like school friend's mum's best pal, who's also with her neighbour. It was almost like you could jigsaw everybody together in a
Yeah.
huge big family tree
The
of
whole cast,
existence.
the whole cast of our town was there.
The whole cast of our town, of our Truman Show, was
Okay.
there, right? So for that reason, it was even better because I'm like, it's not as if you, and I think people always err on the side of the caution with these kind of things with psychic shows and all that. It's like,
Yep.
oh, is there somebody that's like being paid to sit there and like, do you know what I mean? Like act
Yeah.
along. With George's shows, all he says is, he doesn't cold read you, so you're not allowed to say anything back other than yes, no, don't know.
Okay.
And he also doesn't go off, right, so this, I was watching it like with a really cynical take on it, right? Because that's how I always watch any psychic stuff, because I'm always like, I don't know whether I believe it or not. I'm always on the fence, right? But George was literally saying things that were so specific
and random and not led by anything else. So he was going over a woman going, right, this is generic, right? A woman who's like maybe 60, for example. He went over and he was like, mum's in the spirit world, so's her mum, so your gran.
And you're like, okay, that's
and you're
obvious.
like, right, fine, obviously, because that the chance of that is very high. And he went, your mum, wait, no, was it your mum or your gran? Your gran, she had something wrong with her voice box. Did your gran lost her voice box when she died? She couldn't speak for ages. And that was like one of the main things. Like, she was fine physically, but like her voice box was gone. And the woman was like, actually see her? She was like, yeah. And then he said something else. He was like, yeah, did he not give her the song that was used at the funeral? Was that her? Was that somebody else?
He said something like, this song means a lot to you. And she's like, yep. Like,
it was random. It wasn't like a
it was so
Bette Midler, blah, blah, blah. It was like a proper random song.
And the one that I thought, I was like, there's no way that you could guess this. So they were speaking to, obviously not going into too much detail, right? But there was like a guy, there was a family, and it was a younger guy that had died. And he said something like, you're, like this boy that's passed, he was able to get his hands on like some illegal stuff if he wanted him to. And she's like, yep.
But like, there was nothing there. He was like, let's just say, he went, let's just say you could go to Amsterdam whenever you wanted if you phoned him.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah. And he went, in fact, there was 4 of you, 3, 4. There was 4 of you when he died, the night you found out, that went and gathered together. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. Would you be happy for me to tell what happened? And she was just looking, and he went, yous all went and rolled one up in his memory and passed it around 4 of you.
And she's like, yeah.
And she was like, yeah.
And how often does that happen?
Like, who?
Do you know what I mean?
Like, do you know what I mean? It's so random. And see, look at her, you would never think that she'd be somebody that would go and smoke a joint.
No.
Like, it was so specific.
Oh my
Then there was
God.
another one where it was like
Oh,
somebody...
and also that one, he said, with him though, it's not just him on his own. There's a really quiet boy with him. The boy that passed away, the family never told you the full reasons how he passed away, and it's been kept from you all, and you don't really know why.
Knew nothing about it.
And you don't really know why he died. But there was also health problems, but you don't think he died of the health problems. And there's been rumours going around like the village or wherever you live that there's something untoward that's happened. Basically, I think he was trying to say, you think he died of a drug overdose, right? That was the rumour. You could get that feeling. And then he said, there's someone else with him. It's another young man.
It took his own life.
He took his own life though. And she was like, yeah. But this is the thing. It was like, yes, no, don't know. And see, that girl, I know her because I grew up in the same like town as her. And there's no way that her and George would never even cross paths.
No.
Yeah.
She wouldn't know him.
Right, but do you know what's weird? I never told you this. In fact, I told Ash, right? So one of my friends, right, one of my friends was at a psychic show last week, right? And had a completely different experience where the psychics were absolutely shite. And she came back, she left early. She was like, this was so bad. They were doing cold reading, but just doing it so badly. So she said they were going
Explain
up to...
what cold reading is, because a lot of people don't know what that is.
So cold reading is just like watching people's reactions, trying to get little bits of information.
I know a John. I'm getting a John. Oh, I know John. That's my uncle. All right, well, your Uncle John. So, and then they'll eventually go, and you were really close to him, weren't you?
And then they'll say like, oh yeah, he was like a dad to me or something. Like they'll try and
then further down the line they'll
they
go,
pull information out.
Further down the line they'll maybe say like, but John actually, he not only was he like a dad to you weren't really close to your dad.
Yeah.
But because they've figured out that you had a really close relationship with your uncle, and also the fact they pure prey on the kind of fact that people will be desperately trying to find common links because they just so much want to connect with people that have passed away, so they'll just use that to their advantage. But he doesn't do this.
No,
it's honestly freaky to watch.
This girl, this psychic that the floor show that was really, really bad, she had went up to somebody and she was like, I've got same kind of cold reading style, I've got like an elderly man in the spirit world. Everyone would have that, right? Everyone has had some...
Yeah, it's a circle of life.
Everyone would, right? That's just literally how it works. And she was like, and he's got him here, he's got a big personality, again, kind of would apply to anyone that you think of that's died. Big personality, and he's got a potty mouth, like he's really... Wow, he's got
every
a real...
male in the west of Scotland.
Yeah, but the best bit about this was, right... That was her generic thing that she put out. She went, he's got a potty mouth. He's really, really got a potty mouth. He's just swearing constantly. And the girl was like, oh, no, never. Like, my dad would never swear. And she went, oh, he's swearing now. He's swearing now. Oh, he really like that happens quite a lot. If people don't swear in this world,
Do you know why?
they move over there.
He's downstairs. He's downstairs.
It's just laughable. Like that is you're talking shite at that point. Do you know what I mean? If nobody has seen that Lemmy sketch, which I know you
What
won't
was
have,
he
Lauren.
scared of? Was he scared of spiders? Either spider, they're all over it.
They're all over it.
They're all over it.
What did you say she was scared of again? She was agoraphobic. She didn't like big spaces. They're making her go out.
They're making her go outside.
Please go and see Lemmy. And I can't remember what that one's called, but it's Lemmy as a psychic is the funniest thing ever. But yeah, you do get people that talk absolute shite, and George is raging about them because he always says at the start, don't go to these shows where people are asking
like
you
a
all the
big disclaimer.
information.
Yeah.
He's like, you're just giving your money away. And
See,
people
when
are
people,
talking
there's
shite.
a couple of times where someone would go, like, they'd say, like, it's a female, and they go, yeah, that's probably, and they go,
Yeah, don't tell me.
don't tell me anything. I can't. Please, I'm asking just for silence. And it's not rude, but he's so abrupt with it. He's like, please don't tell me anything. I can't know anything.
Yep.
I'm here to read it. And he needs complete silence in the room when he's doing it. So no one's talking.
There was a moment that we never spoke about this. There was a moment where we were sitting kind of in George's like eye line, and I was thinking, oh, how would I feel if he was to come over and get like speak to me?
Oh, yeah.
And there was a moment where he went, there's a girl in a red top and Ash is wearing a red top, and I was like, oh shit, is that going to be us? And it was the woman like right next to us. But I did think like, I always think I would like that if it was for me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if it came to it, I don't know if I could handle it.
And
You said
also-
something embarrassing.
I
And you're
know,
like, stop
this is it.
telling me.
Exactly.
So there was a woman who basically then said, when your mum passed, there's more than one of you, like as in like you've got siblings, there's 3 of you, you're one of 3. And when she passed, somebody stole from her, and you never found out until she'd passed away because you went to go and look for stuff and you were like, where is that? And it was in, like, she's got a bed. He's like, I'm imagining her
described
house.
it in pure
He
detail.
went, her house is 2 full steps and a wee half step to go up into the house. You walk in, the stairs are on the left, you head straight up the stairs, you go round, there's a toilet, a door, and then a door. That's 2 bedrooms, big bedrooms. The front one's used more than the back one, but the back one has got stuff in it because that's got clothes and all that in it. It's got your mum's clothes in it. Half of them still get tags on it. You probably could go in there and get whatever you wanted. And then the other one's a box room, but her main room, you go in that and it's like there's a bed, and at the foot of the bed there's like a big long sort of like, it's not like an ottoman, but it's like a chest of drawers, but it's short. And if you open that chest of drawers up, the left hand side of that, that's all her stuff. She put all her belongings in there, and she kept like, that would have normally been like you'd put your underwear and all that, but she put in like documents, jewellery, expensive stuff, money was all kept in that drawer, but only on the left. And the woman was like, which again is quite specific. Like, you could have said right side of the drawer or the full drawer. Like, it was specifically to the left. And they said you went in there to find stuff and loads of it was gone. Correct? She was like, yeah. And he said there was 2 bits of jewellery. One in particular it's like a necklace, but it's not a necklace. It's like as if it can be worn 2 ways. It's a necklace, but it's something else.
It's like a brooch.
But it's not like a ring. It's something that you can use in 2 ways. It's like a face on it. What do you call that again? And everyone was like, there was silence, right? He was like, it's a cameo. It's like a cameo face. And apparently this mum had like a cameo brooch on a necklace, and that was gone. And there was another thing as well. Was it a ring?
Yeah.
And he was like, that's been pawned. Again, like, that could be like made up because you're never going to find that out for a fact. He's like, that's been pawned. And then he basically told her like all this money had been stolen and whatever else. And then see, after the show, he was like, I'll get more details here, but I don't want to divulge all your personal information in front of a big massive group, especially when it's like local. But there's been a lot of stuff that's going on, but I should probably talk to you about it, right? See, afterwards she came up to me at the end and she was like, you were spot on with everything, by the way. Like, that, the whole like money being stolen and all that, 100%.
Yeah.
What was it she'd said to you?
Oh, she just went into detail about it. She was like, yeah, we never found out every single thing that he had said, and it was his words. She was like, that's exactly what happened.
It was amazing.
So weird.
Oh, I'm gutted I missed it.
But come to the next one, we'll definitely go to another one, eh?
I want to get red. You can't get in with him until March.
March.
oh,
is his
tell him
next
to make
one.
space for his pals.
But do you know what? See, since we put it on Instagram last night, loads of people are saying we should get him back in, do a wee follow up, which would be quite good. Let us know if you'd like to get George in.
Yeah. Guys, we've had a lot of new listeners and new followers, and they want to know a bit about us.
I
Oh my
know
God!
people
Stop!
can't-
Are we doing an icebreaker here?
I
Oh,
don't
shit
like
myself
this.
now.
Hi, my name's Lauren.
2 truths and a lie. I can't do it. Yeah, people want to know what's your name and where do you come from.
Right, so on you go.
My
can't
name's
you?
Lauren. I'm
Because I always
33.
start with everything.
But how can people not know us now?
Do you know what it is? I think when people listen and they're not watching, they don't know each name versus each
Every
voice.
Yeah. Let's do the first bit, which is how we know each other.
Right, okay.
So, did you
why
meet
am
first?
I starting?
Because
No,
you've met first.
Right. Hello.
Lauren.
Hello.
Hi.
This
Hi.
voice here. This voice here. Hi. Hello. This is Ash. My
Hi.
name's Ash. Full name Ash. Why do you keep saying hi to me?
Because I feel like it's like an AA meeting. Like,
I know,
hi,
and
I just keep looking. She's like, hi, hi, hi. So my name's Ash, and I'm the one that's got the wee boy and the wee girl. Was this what we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was really weird.
That's it.
And
Keep it basic.
when I was 18, when I was 18, I then met Lauren. Lauren is my brother's fiance. Take it away, Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm the one with a boy and 2 wee girls. I met Ash the same time she met me.
And hi, I'm Ailey. I'm the token friend, and I jumped in about 21. Was I about?
Yeah,
I was about 21, maybe.
21.
I jumped into everyone's life.
I jumped in about 21. But you
and
never knew each other to begin with, because
No.
the reason why we know each other is via the guys.
Yeah, so Ash's husband is friends with my husband, and they've been pals since they were in school.
Younger than
Sorry,
that?
younger, like nursery. They used to live around the corner from each other.
Yep. Cute.
And then me and Lauren, I think, met for the first time, I think at Ella's birthday party, possibly.
I don't know when
No,
I
actually
remember.
remember.
no, before that, because I used to have house parties, remember?
No, do you know what? Because we came to a party in yours, remember?
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
Ash
we
was
never
guest.
met then, did
No,
we?
but,
That was after
Ella was
Ella's
born.
birthday.
Oh,
Wait,
that
Ella
was
had
before
been
Ella's-
born.
did
She
you
was
have a
like,
baby shower for Ella?
yes, you did.
yeah.
Did?
Maybe it was at
You
that.
just met way before that, by the way. Can we just stop with the whole like kids being born thing? You met that was literally like 8 years after me and Frag got back together.
Yeah. Oh, we'll
8
never,
years,
we'll never
5
remember
years.
this.
So what I'm saying is, we used
Obviously
definitely.
wasn't that memorable.
I know when we met. I remember.
When?
I remember. Oh my God.
When?
I actually remember. You in your flat had a barbecue.
Yes.
And we sat out the back, and Ash had on like a black and white and pink
Sounds lovely.
dress. No, you had on like a kaleidoscope, like tight midi dress and Nike Air Force Ones.
Yep.
You showed up with I can't remember what you were wearing, but I remember you had the 2 dogs.
Alfie and
Yeah. And that was when we first met, and we sat outside for ages, and we got really, really drunk.
really
It's really
drunk.
fun.
That's right, you did have parties in the flat.
Uh-huh.
Are we done with that awkward intro?
Yes, right. Okay, now that we all know each other,
We all know each other, and basically, I feel like I'm the glue.
you are the glue.
I'm
You're
the
how
glue.
we met.
I'm the glue that keeps the relation together. Or am I the magnet? I'm the magnet.
We might be, yeah.
I brought everyone together. Okay.
Lovely.
I'm the tip of the triangle.
Just the tip.
I'm just the tip. You guys are the
Also,
balls.
also, the other added bit of info is that the podcast was originally The Good Motherhood. Mm-hmm. It was all like mum stories, mum advice, tips, blah, blah, blah. And then we just exhausted it and just kind of went with it. And now we just talk about whatever we want. Literally
so
different.
freeing.
Motherhood.
It's so difficult if somebody says to you, what's your podcast about? You're like, I actually don't know. It's literally
I just say it's
different.
like a talk show.
Yes.
It's like a talk. It's
I
like
like
just
it.
women.
If that is my line, if someone says, "Oh my God, what's your podcast about?" I'm just like, "Oh, it's just like a girly talk show."
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, that's perfect.
Done.
We'll use that one.
Uh-huh.
Add that one right in.
There
Perfect.
we go. Easy peasy. Guess what I seen yesterday?
What?
Right. Can we all agree that see if you've seen like a wee argument happening in the street or something, you'd be like,
Yeah.
what's going on over there?
Yeah.
You'd watch it, right?
move closer.
Obviously, if there was like violence involved, you would go over there
And
you
get
would-
closer.
yeah, and you would break it up and you'd be like, stop, that's enough. But I actually witnessed a wee bit of like daytime drama that I was like, this is unbelievable.
It's
Like
great when
am-
it's not your own.
I am loving this the most I could ever love anything in my life. And that was being in Zara, walking in as someone was walking out, right? So as I'm walking in Zara, the person walking out sets the alarm off, right?
Right? Embarrassing. It's one of the most embarrassing things in the world that can happen to you.
But the perfect decoy was munch a sandwich and look unarsed,
Yes.
right? So he had unpackaged he's eating his sandwich, he's walking out, he's got a backpack on, the alarm's gone off. Then we have a very vigilant worker in Zara who was a security who went over and caught your man with sandwich in hand and backpack, takes him over and says, open your bag. right?
Love it.
Oh, I would have loved to have been there for that.
I was like that. Perusing the jackets at the very front, but also just watching it.
Suddenly you're just freeze framed.
Fraser about, and I'm just going up to look at the guy stuff, pure unbothered. I was like, I'm saying exactly where I am. I'm not fucking missing this.
Yep.
So I then turns to the side. I'm like looking, watching what's going on. He then pulls out. Well, sorry. He opens the bag. She then pulls out 3 Zara perfumes, and she went like this. I seen her going, huh. She's such a good attitude. She went, huh. And I have a sneaky suspicion there's more where that came from. Come with me. Oh. So I also followed, obviously, right? I was like,
Pink Panther. Did she just turn around and go, not you, Ash? Why are you here?
I'm in between the jackets, like,
Subtle as a brick, just sitting in the back room watching everything.
So he gets huckled out the back. He's still like that. She went, were you planning on paying for these? And he was like, yeah, mid-sandwich, right?
Just forgot.
She was like, you need to come pay for them then. Obviously, I had no means for paying because she took him to the till. Then took him into the back room. They were phoning the police.
Oh.
The plot was thickening. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe what's happening. This is great. This is like a full soap opera.
You're still there.
I'm still there. I'm still perusing, but not looking at anything. The hand's busy, but the eyes are watching. And then anyway, comes out and she has a whole host of Charlotte Tilbury goodies as well. He'd been across the road in Fraser's, emptied the Charlotte Tilbury.
Oh my God.
Yep, into the bag. He was doing some Christmas shopping, 5-finger discount.
That is exactly what he's doing, by the way. Christmas shopping.
Yeah, and then he'll be selling it all on like Marketplace or something like that later. Depop.
What
Yeah.
sandwich did he have?
Did he
It was,
keep eating the sandwich?
yeah.
Oh my God.
He really kept the character going, almost
Yeah.
like,
Unbothered.
I feel like that would have been a deliberate thing.
I feel like it was a chicken meal, probably from like
It actually was.
from
by the way.
from like
Was
a garage.
It was
petrol
some
station.
kind of some kind of chicken Caesary type situation because
Oh.
there was definitely a wee ripple of lettuce and then there was for sure like white chicken and sauce.
Oh, shoplifter sandwich.
Shoplifter sandwich, that's what it's going to be forever known as.
Yeah.
Never mind chicken Caesar, it's shoplifter sandwich.
You know it's not
and the
great,
wee
so-
bits here, you know, the mayo bits. I was like, I can't look at that because it looks like decay.
Would you have suspected him as shoplifter? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
100%.
I do feel like, I mean, we've all worked in retail, haven't we?
Yeah.
Did you work in a
I
shop?
worked in retail, but I just let it happen.
Where did you work?
I worked in Matalan.
Oh, so
and
you did.
Wallace.
Matalan Wallace. Where did you work?
Matalan, Massimo Dutti, Argos.
I really did. Oh, Argos,
Yeah.
great.
That was my first job.
Oh,
I think my only one was JJB, which is a weird choice for me. Which,
God, your arm must have been cramped all day, just circling all the things you wanted in the calendar.
oh yeah, of course.
it.
JJB, you loved it in there, didn't you?
I hated it. I fucking hated it.
Is it not
I
really
thought you
hot
loved
in
it.
there?
It was no, it wasn't, but it was so unbelievably boring, which retail is generally, right?
Yeah.
But you would literally go in, it was always like a 10 to 6 shift, and you would go in and
10 till 6.
they would give you a section, and it was dead quiet.
Is
So it'd
JJB
be like,
the one that was filled to
down-
the ceiling?
yes, and it always
'Cause-
had sports stuff, and you'd go down it was the one in Suckhill Street that I worked in, and you got your section, and you just had to stand there. You just had to stand there until 6 o'clock. You got a 15-minute break in the morning, 15 in the afternoon, and a half hour at lunch. And other than that, you were just standing there the whole time. You weren't allowed to chat to anyone else. So you were just standing there. And I remember them saying to me, like, Ailey, you're just talking. I was only there for the social aspect. So I was just talking to everyone and getting into trouble like I was at school. And I remember them saying to me, your section has like all the football stuff in it. When they put me in the football one, that's like high value stuff. Be really careful. Make sure you're looking out for shoplifters, blah, blah, blah. And there was one day that I was not looking out for shoplifters anywhere, right, ever. And because they were paying me £3 an hour, I was
Exactly,
like,
not paid enough for this
I'm
shit.
chatting. So I was chatting to somebody, and then the main guy came over and he was like, Ailey, where's that whole section gone? And I'm not even joking, see a full rail of football tops gone. And I was like, yous are just winding me up. Yous are just trying to teach me a lesson because I've been chatting. And they were like, no, Ailey, we've not. Like, somebody's come in,
You were like, oh.
emptied that full section.
And walked out with them all.
Sorry. Pay me more and I'll pay attention.
Also, there would have definitely been the pure jobs worth in your department. There
Yeah,
would have
there
been
was.
so good there. Not on my watch.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Do you know, I used to work in the kids bit, and that's where people used to go and do all the shoplifting because there was no camera.
Yeah.
Up to the back sewage corner.
The
Oh.
sewage corner.
Yeah, we all
People
know
used
that
to go
one.
over there. People used to go over there and steal everything and leave all the tags. And I was like, why are you even taking the tags off? It's not a tag.
Apparently, they used to
It's
come in
not
with
got
these
alarm
big, like,
systems in them.
it was like big bag for lives that you used to have that
Yeah.
were like wrapped in tinfoil or something so that it wouldn't beep on the way out.
Yeah.
But it really worked because they managed to get all that stuff from me.
They upped their game at one point because they used to have pictures of people up in the
Yeah.
staff room and stuff of like people to watch out for. But then people just started putting on wigs and things.
Yeah, they used
Like-
to come in full disguise and
Yeah.
Madeline.
Yeah.
It's quite funny.
I love that. No, I remember the whole £3 thing. I remember one day talking to the boss, right, who we all used to fancy, but looking back, like I don't know why we all
Right.
fancied
It was
him.
just- it was the
It was
power.
the teacher thing.
No, it
Do you
was
know
the
that way
power.
when you? Yeah, it was the power.
Man in charge.
But he was a nice guy.
Lanyards
Yeah.
and a key clip.
Yeah, and he was getting paid more than £3 an hour. So we were like, oh my God, Alan Sugar. Why was Alan Sugar? Jesus Christ.
Like sugar daddy.
Don't fancy him, by the way. But I remember talking to him, right? And one day we were having like a wee heart to heart and he was like, oh, he was telling me all about like where he used to work and blah, blah, blah. And I remember him saying to me, obviously unaware of what I was being paid at the time, but he was like, do you know I used to come out and work full time and I was getting paid £3 an hour?
Like,
And he was saying this to me while I was standing there also being paid £3 an hour. And I was like, come on.
thanks, honey.
Your struggle is my current struggle.
Yeah.
Like that's your
That's
story.
why all your shirts are gone.
Yeah, I couldn't bear it. Couldn't bear it.
I loved retail, but also hated it.
It just depends where you work. It depends
There
on the
was good
shop.
and bad days.
Yeah.
The discount was great.
Oh, my discount was for Zara. It was bliss.
Oh, because Massimo is the same.
yeah,
Is it?
So it's like Inditex, so it's all the same companies.
Oh, that is a
How much did you
dream.
get off?
I'm sure it was 25%.
Whoa.
Oh, I love
I
that
would
so
be
much.
so into that.
That would have been hard to
Stunning.
leave there and
It
leave the
was,
discount behind.
But they actually cap it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you can only spend like so much a year.
You can
Yeah.
only spend £250 or whatever it is at the 25%.
Oh no, I'm sure. I'm not giving all the secrets away. I never signed a contract to not say this. I'm sure it was like you had £7,000,
Oh,
but you got another card for somebody else. So like I had one and my mum had one.
I love
£7,000's easy when Joanna Care shops.
Yeah.
well, this is true.
She loves a cord.
And you're
She loves
basically
a
shopping
quad
all day
pepper.
because if you're in the shop, well, if you were in Zara, but if you worked in Zara and you got that discount, you're just basically shopping all day.
Yeah.
Seeing all the good
The
stuff.
minute you get paid, you're like, I know all the stuff that I want.
The minute the deliveries and that.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't in Zara obviously, but like it was right across the road. So
I timed my leave from Matalan perfectly though because I was moving house and I remember going in and getting all my plates, all my bedding, cushions,
Yeah.
all that, like mugs. My full set that I still have, the white ones, are all Matalan.
Oh, they have pure lasting.
They have
They're
aren't they?
lasted. I know.
Oh my God.
can't beat a little bit of Madeline.
Bonnie Blue is an OnlyFans creator and apparently has been single for like a year and a half. Is that right?
Yeah.
Something like that. So she was married before, no kids, divorced her husband or left her husband, whatever. And now she does OnlyFans, which is fine. Loads of people do that. Her marketing technique for her OnlyFans, though, is so unusual.
Very unusual.
Very unusual. Because what she does is she basically will, what's she calling it? Like Freshers Week or something
Yeah.
like that, where she'll go and offer on her page, she'll put out a thing saying, I'm going to be in this hotel at this time, room number, blah, blah, blah. And if you want to come and shag me,
She actually says boink.
or
You want to come and boink, me?
boink me. If you want to come boink me, lose your virginity, then you can. It's free, but you need to sign a disclaimer to say you're happy for it to go on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
There are queues of people. Queues.
Queues. She
down
did.
the
She did over
hallway.
100 guys in a day, and she has honestly. I can't get over it, right? Because she was on a podcast recently, so she was like telling all the info about it, right? And I was thinking, there's no way that's real. Like, surely they're getting them in there, and then they're maybe she's giving them a bit of money or something, whatever it is, just to try and like. I couldn't
like,
work
is
it
it
out 'cause I
staged?
thought
Is it
surely,
staged? Is what
yeah,
you're
is it
saying?
fake? But no, she's genuinely doing it. She's getting STI tested twice a month, which I don't think is enough if you're shagging like 100 guys a day.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, she's fully doing it, and I don't want to go into too much detail the stuff that she was saying in it, but it is a lot.
She was saying basically that she was absolutely balking at the smell of some people because they're stinking.
Like, why are you doing it then?
Why are you advertising?
Money is not worth that much. Like,
there's protection being used, right? But not for the other stuff.
yeah. Without going into too much detail, because you could be listening to this first thing in the morning and not want to know this, but wow, it is.
She's fully like bare BJ.
Yeah.
Randoms.
It's a lot.
I actually have nothing to say.
I actually see the one thing about it, right? I'm like, okay, there's OnlyFans creators, people do what they want to make money, whatever, right? No judgment. The thing that I think is really not right for me whatsoever is the fact that she is saying she's calling them barely legal.
That's the thing I hate,
right?
And as a mum of a boy, right, who they're still young, that's
her target market.
There's something really
like 16-year-old boys.
No, 18, like 18, but she's calling them barely legal
boys,
and she's like, if you're a virgin, come to me, and like that'll be your.
There's something really sinister about that.
Horrible.
I'm sorry, I don't like it.
Also, if you think the point of like,
we've got boys, would you be happy? Would you be happy
it's
if
not
your
only that
18-year-old son went up and done that and signed his, basically sold his soul, signed his life away, being like that, I'm getting nothing from this, but I'm going to be on your OnlyFans, and you're going to make so much money off the back of me. And let's face it, what she does is one thing, but it's the voyeurism of other people watching that and enjoying the fact that they're literally barely turned 18 and they look really young, and you're basically like, you're taking away their innocence, if you like, right? There's something. Let's put it the other way around. Do you think it'd be okay if a guy that was nearly 30 was looking for barely legal girls to go and sign over a waiver and say, here's my passport, here's my driving licence, I'm 18, just turned 18 probably like a month ago, and I'm happy to be on your OnlyFans.
Forevermore.
Yeah.
She's going to make a fortune out of it.
You.
It's like, it's
how
really...
Is it not like, how is that not taking advantage of people?
It is.
I know they're willingly going and doing it, but also there's like the pressures of like pals could be like, oh, we're all going to go and do this. Like, you're stupid when you're 18. I don't care what anyone says, you're daft.
You've got no frontal cortex
you're
lobe
not
to make
that.
I feel like, is it even legal? I suppose 18 must be the legal age for like porn. That's basically porn. Yeah. You're signing up to do porn at 18 for free.
It's free. That's the kind of way around it and stuff like that they're getting.
No, I don't think so, because it's not. It's
it is, because she's not charging money for it, so like she can't be. She's also not paying them. Be used for like is it solicitation or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So like that's how they get around it.
Oh, it's really weird.
So what do they just go and like line up outside her hotel room?
They queue for hours,
and they literally look at the guy in front and go, "I'm dipping after you."
Yeah, they get. Sometimes
and then you're going in after me.
Oh, the worst bit is there was a guy. It was his. It was the son, and his dad was then after him.
No. The dad apparently got jealous and was like, I want to come as well.
It's just the lowest standards ever. And see, the thing is, it's like the more this stuff gets put out there, and I hate to say it because I don't want to be judgmental on anyone doing OnlyFans or whatever, right? But the more this stuff gets put out there, it starts to like normalise it a wee bit, and then you don't know whether there's people growing up that are like, oh, I maybe would never have considered OnlyFans, but now people talk about OnlyFans all the time, I might start doing that. Then if this stuff starts to get put out more, are people then going to go, oh, well, it's all right to do that as well, because it's everywhere, loads of people do it. There's another girl who does it on TikTok, and she does the same thing as Bonnie Blue. She'll like talk about how she just lets as many guys as they want shag her.
I just think it's a different thing when you're talking about like adult males, but when you're talking about 18-year-old wee guys, I'm just like,
there's just something about
like,
that.
When you're 18, you think you're a grown up, and you're really not.
Yeah, it should be really, older really for like it should be at least 21 before you're allowed to do that.
It's like if that happened to be a thing of like, oh well, he happens to be 18, it's the targeting of it that I really don't like.
No,
I'm happy to say that if folk don't like it, fuck off. I don't care.
I feel like everyone would agree. I don't think anyone would think that's normal.
I just think if there's a concern or a worry, being able to put out and with your chest say, I think it is fucked up as an adult woman to go and specifically target people who have just come out of high school and are barely starting their uni days. And I would be wrong in saying that, because that's judgmental to women. I'm judgmental to women then. I'm sorry. I don't agree with it. I think it's bang out order. I think it's disgusting. I think if the gender roles were reversed, we would all have plenty to say. But all of a sudden we want to like protect women and let women be women and do what they want to do. And it's all about feminism and expressing yourself and all this kind of stuff. But actually what you're doing is you're quite happily trying to make money off of targeting young guys who can't make decisions for themselves, whose mum and dads are probably still fucking putting fuel in their cars and washing their pants for them.
Yeah.
And you're away and trying to take their innocence. It's wrong. In every
horrible.
regard of it, it is wrong. And actually the people you're trying to target are also a bit fucked up as well. If they're specifically looking for barely legal, then you've got something wrong with you.
100%. Check the hard drive.
Sorry, you've got something wrong with you. It's literally like, I want to go young, but what's the legal amount, like what's the legal kind of requirement for me to make it legal?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Legal requirements to make it legal, that doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. But basically, how can I go about this
It's
in
not
a
your-
way that it's acceptably
Yeah.
legally, but actually you're literally skimming it.
What she's
You're
saying at that
skimming it.
point, what she's saying at that point is the only reason that I haven't slept with you
Last month,
already is because you're too young.
Yep.
So if there wasn't that legal line, she would go beyond that.
you're talking about weeks of time.
Creepy.
It's not right. It's so wrong.
I think we should make that the rant of the week.
That's my rant of the week. And I just think if anyone else has got anything to say about it, then you should be looking at yourself
It'd
more
be
than
interesting
me.
to hear what people do have to say about it, though.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I hope people message in. Yeah, I
You're
don't
quite
like
quiet
it.
about it. Do you feel like it's okay
I
or
haven't
not?
really
Based
seen
on
as
what
much.
we've said.
I don't really know. I don't like the idea of like queuing up and everything like that. Like if she's attracted to younger guys, then hats off to her. Like, do you, as long as they're legal and whatever. But calling them barely legal, don't like it. I think that feels really, really seedy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm like the porn industry and like OnlyFans and all that. I'm like, crack on. Like, yous are doing great. But I think then when it starts, and see like that, her all over TikTok and stuff like that, I go, there's kids on there.
I know.
Because they are actually talking about up in the TikTok age to 16.
Yeah.
But then you're just going to put in the different date of birth, aren't you? Like, they're still going to get on there.
Yeah, because you can't tell unless
You
they're using
literally
like
can't.
their driving license or whatever. Well, not even driving, but like their young Scots cards and all that kind of stuff, like their birth certificates. Unless
Yeah.
you're uploading that, they're not going to know. I just don't like the barely legal thing. I
No.
think it makes me feel physically sick. It even just thinking about that makes me feel physically sick.
Jack's 13, so
Yeah.
that's him in like 5
Stop
years.
it.
18,
I would
that's
honestly,
terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, right? Regardless of whether he signed up to it by his own choice or not, I would absolutely ragdoll any woman who took my son at just turned 18 and put him on her OnlyFans. I don't care. I would literally. I can't. I'm actually getting annoyed thinking about it because I would draw blood. I'm sorry.
I think there could
It's
be
not right.
there could be like something that comes off the back of this. Like I feel like it could potentially be a
stunt.
change of like a change of law, or somebody will like press charges or something like that. Because I feel like those boys could properly grow up, and then look back and go, I was taken advantage of.
But then they're
And
18, so they're
I know, but I
adults,
feel like
and
that-
there's going to be absolutely no way around that. 'Cause you can't up the adult age. Would be a total outcry. What you mean, like America having it like 21 where you can't drink and all that kind of stuff?
No, but they could change it for like porn. I feel like there's it does feel weird.
How does America get away with that? Adult, you're not 21, so you can't drink until you're 21, but you can drive when you're 16.
I know.
How
and then
is
you
that?
you can drive when you're 16. You can get married when you're 16, can't you? In
No, is that
America,
only here? Is
it? But you can't drive. Like it doesn't make
Can't
sense.
drink.
You
I
can't
know, but
drive.
I think
You're
the
ready.
driving thing's different though, because I feel like you could still make responsible driving decisions because it's like learning a skill. You could do that the
Yeah,
same
but
way
it's
that you
in
just.
charge of a massive vehicle.
And you
I
can
know
kill
that.
people. And you
I would like to know what the stats are for 16-year-old, 17-year-old drivers in America causing accidents.
It's really bad.
There's a lot, and
yeah.
even here they're trying to pass the law where once you pass your driving test for 6 months, you're not allowed to have anybody within the kind of same age range as you
Yeah.
in your car.
How do you police that?
Because you don't.
How do you police that? There's so many
can't.
other more pressing matters that we have in our hands than trying to make sure that people aren't giving their pals lifts after they pass their driving test. There's like a lot more pressing issues than that, and you're never like. So how do you work that then? Right, you're not allowed to have anyone who is 18, but they're allowed to be 19. This is the thing when it comes down to weeks. There's such like defining decisions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Back to the Bonnie Blue thing though. Do what you want, OnlyFans, that's fine. I've literally got no judgment on that whatsoever. Starting to target it as like it's a whole movement of I'm trying to find young boys not into it.
And also people trying to outdo each other with like, I could be more shocking than you.
Nah.
Like it needs to draw a line somewhere.
Shield or prawn voice note?
Oh, we
above?
love a shield or prawn
Are we
continuation.
going to find out?
Oh,
This is a treat, by the way. I took the cover off it, and it just feels like
it's a new phone.
It is.
Living on the edge.
Hi. Okay, so I'm a few drinks down, and I just, with no context, asked my friends,
Yeah.
"Are you a prawn or a shield?" And they were like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Are you a prawn or a shield? Is your pussy a prawn or a shield?" And they were like, "I'm a shield. I'm a shield. I'm a shield." Everybody's like saying they're a shield, right? Because they think like if the labia majora is hiding behind the labia majora, I can't remember what it's called. But like the big labias are hiding behind. No, the big labias.
If you have a wee
are
hamburger,
hiding the little labias,
you're a shield.
then you're a shield, right? But if your little labia, your labia minora, labia
Majora.
minora are hanging out under beyond the labia majora, then you're a prawn. Okay? So I think we figured it out. We didn't need Google, although I did already try to Google it and got fucking nowhere. Clearly, you also did. But yeah, if you're a little, just nothing, little just slit, then you're just a shield. If you're a little wiggly wobbly, then you're a prawn. Sorted.
Nice.
Okay. We found, that's
This
it.
is you're a shield until you're invited inside, and then you're a prawn.
That's a great way to describe it.
That was so deep. Wow.
Right.
How did we not work that out?
That is so good.
It
So if
makes
you're
sense.
a hamburger,
Yes, I have. Or if you've got like a wee bit of lettuce spoken
yeah,
out.
you're either a hamburger, no salad, or you're plain, or you're a hamburger with lettuce.
Have you got lettuce or not? And where's your labia madonna? Where are we? How are we factoring this
The
in?
Madonna is the door when you're invited in.
Oh, I love that has became their drunk
Okay.
conversation.
Oh.
My
Well,
cheeks
guys, I
hurt.
have to say, I'm a shield.
Oh, I'm not telling you what I am. I feel like that's too personal.
Off camera. I feel like it's more. Sorry, you're involved in this. I feel like it's.
I thought the cameras on the microphone.
Sorry, Murray.
It's the fact.
Yeah, anyone has
Ash,
that
don't
card?
tell
But I think it's more embarrassing if you're a prawn.
Yeah, I feel like we can't say that because there could be
Sorry,
prawns
I know they
listening.
do the whole every pussy's beautiful.
Don't say
No, have
pussy.
you ever watched fucking, whatchamacallit?
I know,
Naked
Naked
Attraction.
I can't watch that. But
No,
see, naked,
you say tidy up. What's going on?
see naked
Put it back
attraction.
in.
Piercing it will not make it prettier.
Do you not think naked attraction is almost like they get a wee bit of a thrill out of the fact that it's not a normal looking one, and they want you to see it, and that's their like.
Everything's normal though, Ailey.
No,
Everybody's
come on, there's
beautiful.
some-
Please tell me that you've seen the Naked Attraction and it was the guy that had never seen a vagina before.
Yes.
I never saw that.
I've seen that.
And he was like, "Ooh, it's nice."
He had to go all the way. He had to go on the show.
Yes, to see a vagina.
Oh, I could have queued for Bonnie
You know
Blue.
what, by the way? It was actually quicker to go through the ITV route than it was to go on Bonnie Blue's line. But also, see with that, right? Do you notice that they actually all get this thing? So they'll be talking normally like this, right? So they'll just be chatting, and then they'll go, and now here's the ladies. Let's reveal the lower half or whatever the fucking thing is that they say.
creepy.
And they do that thing, right? And you actually watch them. They're like, I'm going to do it to camera. They're like this, right? Just like, and then they see them. They go,
Stay down.
they do like a glaze.
Yeah.
Have you noticed this? Guys have a glaze. Guys go from talk like this, and then they go.
Because they're like, I'm no longer listening.
There's like a sex glaze in their eyes. It's a wee bit freaky.
Sex
Every
glaze.
guy gets that.
I can't watch that
Every guy-
program. The secondhand
Don't
embarrassment
want
is
to
too
know.
much.
Every guy gets that.
What, the glaze?
The sex glaze.
Sex glaze. It needs a pun. I feel like it needs a new name.
Yeah. Guy
The
glaze.
sex glaze. Who came up with that show?
Sexter.
Creepy as fuck.
What?
That show. Whose idea was that?
I
And
know.
who had the balls to bring that up? At
A
some,
man.
imagine at the TV meeting when they're coming up with new shows and someone's like, what about we get like a dating show where you reveal them from like the toes up?
Yeah.
In 3 sections.
Do you know what it is? It's the
sections.
awkward part as well, where somebody gets pied off, and then if it's a guy, he has to like step down, and then the willies just boinking about, or the girls and the tits are just wobbling about, and you're like, oh.
No, do you know what I like a lot. See, when they do, first of all, when this show's on, I have to go over and
Oh, you have to put the
Like,
blind.
yeah.
It's your dirty little secret. I'm watching naked people.
my neighbours don't need to see what I'm doing in my spare time. So I put the blind down, which is creepy anyway. And then usually the best part is, right, see when they go like, oh, and what do you think about number 4? And say, for example, it's a guy and she goes, oh yeah, I think he looks really good and I like the way that it's like, you know, nicely shaped, whatever.
Wait, do they actually do that?
Yeah. Ailey, you've not watched this
I don't
before.
want. I can't. The secondhand embarrassment's too much. I have to turn it off.
Please watch it next time.
So
Watch
they rate them. They're rating the.
They almost like give
Yeah.
a wee review of what they think looks good, right? But see, rather than just being like, I don't know, like give a wee thumbs up or whatever, right? A few times they'll do a wee wiggle. Have you noticed this? They'll go, oh, like that one looks girthy, and then they'll do like a wee helicopter.
It's not a good program.
See, when we're talking about guests, I would quite like to get someone in that's been on that show.
Me too.
So that we can ask them, like, what was that like? Was that
them
not-
in and make them be naked. No one would recognise you otherwise.
we don't interview the top half. It's the bottom half only.
We reveal each section so we get the episode.
Please do that.
We're going to talk to your prod or shield.
You guys might recognise this person from the show, and it's just like a wee micro penis. That's when you remember him. Oh, let's do that.
Oh, that'd be great. Listen to the most recent pod. Here's a mega redneck sex story for ya. Only ever been on one date in my life. And so anyways, meeting this guy, I had booked a hotel because I stayed a bit further out. Anyways, date went amazing. Laughed more than I ever had in my life. And I was like, first date, probably shouldn't sleep with him. But I went full ho and asked him back to my hotel. Well, you did book one.
We've already got one.
Yeah, you did.
You
was there.
Come on.
knew.
Half a show.
Helpful show. Long story short, we get busy.
All right, Sean Paul.
And it's went on for a while and I'm like shattered. Don't know how he's not. Then he quickly gets up off me and says, fucking hell, man, you can take a rattling for a wee thing, can you know?
Charming. Oh, working the dirty talk.
It's the way it's written as well.
Fucking hell.
Can you know? Then he went up from the bed and walked towards the bathroom. I could hear him peeing and I was like, what the fuck, did I get dressed or what? Then he shouts, I'm not done by the way, just stay there. Just need a piss and a drink of water.
Oh, I could literally spew.
Anyone who says I just need a pish that's
Pish
awful.
is a horrible word.
I just need a pish.
Oh,
and a drink
it's
of water.
horrible.
You would think the redneck would have killed it off, but Nut just went another few times, and that was the night. Fast forward a few years, and now that man's my husband.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Bitch. Does he still say pish? Because I hate it.
Does he still say, fucking hell, man, you can take a rattling for a wee thing, can you know? That's literally the way
So
it's
Scottish.
written.
That is cute.
What a way to meet.
It's like cute because she's small.
Although, because she knew they're married now.
See if it was, you can take a rattling for a big king, can you know?
Oh,
That's not cute anymore.
No, it's not.
Be honest, it's only because you think she's little and petite.
Aye.
Well, people say if you sleep together on the first date, it's never going to work out. But here you are, living proof.
Guys, it's been a long one, but if you
has.
want to go and that's really ironic the way that just ended. It's been a long one. But we're going to go over to confession sessions and record for Wednesday's episode, so that'll be available on Wednesday morning for you. But if you've not already caught up on last week's, then there's a link below, so go and click and unlock all the episodes so you can get involved in our secret chat.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.